Hi, my name is Heather. Welcome to Strings and Threads, coming to you from my dungeon of dreams. Thank you so much for being here. I love all things crochet, yarn, and knitted. If you agree with me, I encourage you to subscribe. It's free, it helps my channel, and it lets YouTube know that you like my content. Welcome to Amigurumi Monday. What that is where I get suggestions from you guys what I should make amigurumi-wise. I try to create my own pattern based on what you guys have requested. I'm so excited about this. Just keep in mind, if you can send me a request, I have a list that I've been keeping, and then I'll get to them one at a time. But so it's not like something where it's like, oh, I need a rush job, can you please make this? That's not what this one is about. This is just about enjoying the process, learning how to make amigurumi, and you guys can see how my mind works when I'm trying to put together amigurumi. And maybe it'll help you, or maybe you'll have a suggestion for me for a better way to do it. I'm always open to that, because just because I do something a certain way or my mind works a certain way doesn't mean it's the best way. I have created things and other people have said, hey, what if you try it this way? And I'm like, that is so much better. That is genius. Why didn't I think of that? So it's great to share in this way, because we can all learn from each other. I'm not saying that what I do is like the perfect way to do things. It's just, I like the challenge to try to create something. If you saw last week, somebody had suggested a Chinese New Year dragon, and I was going to see if I could do it for New Year, but that's unrealistic. I'm going to aim for Chinese New Year, which I believe is January 29th. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So there's no way that this pattern is going to be done by New Year. But I think I showed you the whole head last week. I think I showed you that. So this is the dragon head. There's a lot more that's going to go on with this. There's going to be horns. I have a whole image in my mind of how it's supposed to look. And I kind of, I drew up something, but I'm not going to show you because my drawings are terrible, but I know what they mean. So there's going to be a lot more detail to this, but I finished just the head part, and then I wanted to start working on the body. And my image is that it's going to have like a snake-like body that kind of goes like this, where there's like, I don't know, a curve. Words, I don't know what the words are. So I'm still kind of working out how I want to do the curve. I know a way to do it, but can I explain it in a pattern? I'm a little bit traumatized because I've gotten, even though Etsy, for the most part, either people don't even add a review, or for the most part, they add a positive one. I received a negative one not that long ago, and it was for a pattern I've been selling for over 2 years, and plenty of people have made it. And I've even some of you who are watching have made it. It's a pattern I've had out there, and people have tested. People have shown it on YouTube, but I can't, if somebody wants to leave a negative review, I can't erase it. So the person wrote, I'm a very experienced crocheter, and this, I don't remember their exact wording, but basically they said that the pattern wasn't even really a pattern. You couldn't even make anything from it. And I'm an experienced crocheter. And so I reached out to her and I said, hey, I'm happy to help you in any way. In fact, I have a video tutorial for this exact pattern, and I read directly from the pattern and show directly from the pattern how to do it. And she came back to me and she goes, I shouldn't have to look at a video tutorial. I stand by my review. So it was a really crummy review, 1 star. And, I did respond to it. I tried to be really nice because I don't need to be a jerk. Even though there was plenty of things I would have liked to say, I just said, this pattern's been available for over 2 years. I have a video tutorial. Plenty of people have made it. And I said, people who have tested the pattern even showed it on YouTube. So, but it traumatized me a little bit, because now it makes me question every little thing that I write down. I'm like, is it good enough? Are people going to be able to understand this direction well enough? Is this pattern going to be good enough to sell on Etsy? So it really messes with you when you have something like that happen. And I realize it's probably just somebody being a complete jerk, because I've had plenty of people make that pattern. I had a video tutorial where I've read directly from the pattern. If there was a mistake in the pattern, I think it would have been found as while I'm making it, as I'm reading it from the book or from the pattern. So anyway, I have an idea of how I want it to slither, but now I am questioning myself as to, are my pattern writing skills up for the challenge of being able to describe what I'm thinking? So I don't know. I'm so sorry. My insecurities are escaping me today, and you guys are really seeing it. But this is the start of the body. So this would be sitting down. This will come up, and then it's going to curve around and come back down here and then curve back up. And then the head would attach to the part that curved back up. But this is what I have so far. I haven't reached to the point yet where I want to do the first curve. So this I feel confident in, but when it comes to actually doing the curve, I know how I want to do it, but are my pattern writing skills up for explaining that clear enough? And am I going to feel confident enough to sell this pattern now on Etsy, you know, knowing that there's probably going to be some jerk out there who says, this pattern is garbage, you know? It was hard for me to make this video today just because I have been having that self-doubt now with these things. I know how I want them to look. I feel really good about the design, but do I have the ability to describe it well enough that even some jerk who probably can't even crochet very well is going to understand, so I don't get completely crushed in my reviews? Because, you know, even though it's one thing to say there's jerks out there who are just going to be jerks, but those jerks actually affect my business there, because if I get 1-star reviews, I can't become a star seller. And the more negative reviews that I have, the less that my items are going to show up in searches, which means the less items I'm going to sell. So somebody, you know, through their powerful, I'm a jerk and I'm so powerful I can affect somebody else's business, has just made it so that I did not make it to star seller this month, and my patterns are not going to show up in searches as much. So that's where I get the frustration from. You know, it's not easy to brush off those comments, but it would be easier to brush them off if I knew it wasn't also affecting my ability to sell there. So that's what's frustrating me. And that's what's made it so hard to come on and do these videos, because I think I was insecure when I first started writing patterns, and then I started feeling really good about it, and I wanted to make more and more patterns. But now that I'm getting, you know, some of that negative feedback and it's affecting my store, I'm starting to go back into that insecure phase. So I don't know. We just always do the best we can in life. So thank you for listening, and thank you for those of you who are supporting me, those of you who have made my patterns and shown them. I really appreciate all of that. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.